Good morning. I have been told by several viewers now that I am clunking my coffee cup down too hard, too loud, too sharp. People are jumping out of their skins, I'm told. So we're gonna kind of cool it. Anyway, welcome to The Sun is Shining Brightly, Winnipeg. Now, I'm guessing about 15 minutes or so ago, I saw the sucker upper coming down the street. And I'm thinking, where is it going to stop? But it just kept on going and went on around the corner. But that thing is so noisy that even if it's around the corner and out of sight, I don't want to have my windows open when it's running. Yeah, well, like I said before, that's progress. You know, we want better technology. We gotta suffer a little bit. Anyway, I did come back to the model table. I did do the two-camera thing. It kind of turned out. You'll see it in the rollback. And we have got our second coat of paint on the tripod now, as well as the starfish. So after the rollback, we'll be assembling that, and then we should be officially done with step 30. Remind me to talk about part K9. One of the viewers was mentioning K9, and it got me to thinking about it. So we'll try and talk about that. But you know what? Let's roll back and see how it is that we got to where we are right now. Okay, I'm guessing probably half an hour ago or so, I gave our starfish here its second coat. It's looking pretty good. And I gave our tripod one coat. But where I was hanging onto the leg here, obviously it's not painted. And I was wondering what I was going to do, and then I realized that this end up here that I haven't painted, which gets plugged into the starfish, that's something that I wanted to mention, and I forgot to in yesterday's episode. And that is one of the viewers was thinking that possibly I was putting the photo etch on the wrong side of the starfish. But I'm pretty sure I've got it right, because this photo etch, as near as I can tell, is supposed to go on the bottom of the starfish. Now, the way this is plugged in like this is the same way it's going to be plugged in on the tripod. So I'm pretty sure I did get it right. And if I didn't, don't tell anybody. Anyway, all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to touch up where I was hanging on to it, and then we'll let this paint cure. Or as I've said before, maybe this paint does not cure; it only dries. And then we'll give everything its second coat. Okay. Good. Now, one of the viewers made a very, you might say, profound comment. I'm going to thunk it down so that you can read it. And he said that, and I don't know why I didn't think of mentioning this before. Now, I've mentioned sort of this along this line, but not quite this way. But what he was appreciating was, as you're reading below, is reading the comments from other modelers and getting tips and tricks and stuff like that. So I know that when I've said this, that I read almost every comment. I don't deliberately skip somebody's comment. I might accidentally not see it, but it might be only 1 in 500 comments that I'll miss. And if you did not get a thumbs up, or maybe just maybe actually typed something out, if you didn't get that, then I missed your comment, because I tried to at least give everybody a thumbs up to let you know that I saw your comment and appreciate it. If I just click a like on it, you don't know where that like came from. It might have been me, it might have been somebody else. So I generally will just give a thumbs up, or maybe I'll comment back. Yeah, so anyway, keep your comments coming, because they're not only just for me, they're for other viewers who are watching this channel, and they're, you know, they're learning from my mistakes, and they're learning from your good ideas. So keep them coming. Okay, there's not a whole lot we can do here until all of this dries. In other words, I can't give this its second coat and put the starfish on. But I do want to do something right now. So I can honestly say I can't remember what's on the next page, although I know when I flip it, I'll recognize it. But I think we're done here. I think we're done with 30. Okay, 31. Oh yes, I do recognize it. Because I remember when I was saying, I was thinking, didn't I already make these? But I guess there's 2 sets of them, and let's try and get this one fastened together properly this time. If you remember last time, these things here, I thought they were supposed to be soldered together, but they're not. They fold back and go to a tongue on the mast. Yeah, so yeah, we'll try and get it right this time. Okay, this we've got made. These we've got made. We'll have to get some ladders. Here's that thing I was talking about a few minutes ago, and yes, it does appear that there's going to be a railing all around it. Okay, I realize now that you're quite a ways back and can't see this. I should really be moving in. Okay, let's. What can we do here? Okay, this we've already got. These pieces we've got made. So let's find our little photo etch ladder here. B12. Okay, here's what's happening. As well as the B, what was it here? B12. There's also 3 other pieces on this B sheet. And I was thinking it would be kind of nice if I could just quickly go, you know, from one to the other and still be in the field of view here. So I'm going to just sort of draw out an area. Right now my macro lens is backed off about 2-3 inches from its maximum closeness. This stick that you often see is if I have this up against the lens like this, and I have the other end down against the subject, I know that it's perfectly in focus at any f-stop. Anyway, so this is what I'm going to do here. Now I can see the monitor there. I can see the head of this pin, but that's not what's important. What's going to be important is that I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to try not to move this piece of paper. So we're going to watch the monitor here now. Go right at the very. Everything's backwards. Everything's backwards. Okay, there we go. I'm getting it right at the top. All right, now the side. Boy, this is hard when it's backwards. Okay, so that's the very edge that way. Now we'll go on the bottom. The bottom's working out. Well, kinda. Okay, that's the bottom. Now the other way. Okay. Now, if I draw a square in that, or around that, using that as that'll be my perimeter. Now I know that when I take my piece of photo etch and put the piece of plexiglass over top of the paper, of course, and then I can move it around and I can say, okay, so we got our B12 here, but I know we also need this piece over here, this railing. Remember we were talking about maybe needing a piece of railing for that round thing? Well, it turns out we do. Okay, so that's what this is all about. Small things amuse small minds. Okay, so there's the number 12. Let's see if this is going to work. Does it look okay on the monitor? Yeah, that looks all right. No bad reflections or anything. Want to be able to swing everything around here properly. All right, now. Now I don't think I need to label these because they're all distinctively different. I'll just set it over here carefully. Okay, now the other thing we need is a 13, which is this piece of railing here. Now, there are no tabs to my right. That's that one. That one. Yeah, I think this idea is working out right. It might need perfecting here. I can also have a smaller area and move the macro lens in closer and do the same sort of thing. Okay, now the other piece I need is a 17, which is, it's nice to be able to get the dead spots out. 17, where's 17? And there's 16. Oh. Do I need 19 as long as I'm looking at it? Yeah, I need 19, so I may as well get it. Oh, I know I don't have it exactly straight, but okay. I suppose I could use Tony's wax pencil to pick these up too. That actually might work better. Where is it? Okay, careful now, I don't want to get too exuberant. Alright, now, where is that 17? What is the 17? Oh, the 17 is a big long ladder. Yeah, it's this long ladder. It won't even fit in the square. Well, let's do it here. There's one in the middle. Turn it around. There's nothing in the middle there. Okay, let's try not to kink it. All right, so 12, 13, 17, and 19. There, we got them all. I realize that some of you camera buffs might be wondering how I was set up here to do my two-camera thing. Well, I snapped some pictures here for you. Okay, we were talking about comments there earlier, and here we are in the last episode 1266, and at this very moment it's been posted for about 2 hours and 37 minutes, and already it's had a few views here, and it's had a few comments, and I have replied already to all of them in text. Okay, I actually typed something in, but here we have one from Sydney, and I said thank you, Sydney. I typed it in, and then I did my thumbs up thing like I do a lot. I probably do that too much, but anyway, also you'll notice here by the hand somebody has clicked, and it wasn't me, that they liked it. Now, where I'm going with this is it doesn't hurt you if you read a comment from somebody and you like it, to click the hand, and then not only will the person receive a text if you texted anything, and he'll know that you or somebody liked it. Now this one here is from Mark. And he calls himself Aussie Frenchman Hobby Table. And I'm kind of losing my voice here a little bit. And if I was to click on this, Mark would receive a notification that somebody liked it. Now, he wouldn't know who that was, but at least he would know that somebody appreciated it. So bottom line is, if you read something that you appreciate or you like, it wouldn't hurt you to click a like on it and make whoever, took the time out to type that in feel good. Now, you know what? I think I will click on it, and Mark will probably wonder who clicked on this. So watch what happens. Okay, so Mark's got a like there. Now he's going to receive a notification saying somebody liked your comment, but he won't know who it is unless he watches this episode, which I'm sure he will. Okay, yeah, thanks, Mark. I appreciate your long time friendship. Okay, I think I've said my piece here. Okay, I have been kind of busy here this evening. I've got the second coat on our tripod here. So now both these things have two coats. We'll be putting this together in the morning. And probably around, I guess it was around 1 o'clock this afternoon, one of my neighbors from a few doors down stops by, and he's got some vegetables from his garden. And what he had was green beans, onions, beets, and cucumbers. Okay, the cucumbers are not in here, although I have made cucumber soup. No, everything else is in here, and what I made was just over 4 quarts of, or 4 liters, I guess, of this is still hot. Very, very rich I guess it's more like a vegetable stew. Yeah, it's too thick to be called a soup. Um, anyway, so that's what we've done. But we'll be putting this together in the morning. So yeah, we'll see you in the morning. Well, it is morning, and K9. It's this piece of plastic right here that we stuck the photo etch on. And this is it right here. Now, it does appear that it is supposed to be, it almost looks like there's windows, which gives you the illusion that there is some kind of a room or something in behind here. But when you turn it and look, you can see that it's hollow back here. There's nothing there. There may have been something. I went through Carlo's book here, trying to find a drawing. It could well be that somewhere in the world there's a picture that shows exactly what this was, at least at one time. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that I have no idea. So, Sergey, and to your comment, I just don't know what that is, but I put it in anyway. What it does seem to do is it does seem to brace the tripod so that it's not going to twist. But then I was thinking that possibly that's what this part was for as well, just to give it a little bit of stiffness. So when the ship would roll back and forth, these tripod legs would not have a tendency to work and slowly wear something out. Which I suppose it could do, constant rolling back and forth thousands of times. Yeah. Okay, let's move on here. Let's try and get our starfish mounted on the top here. Now, if you will recall, I think it was a couple of episodes ago, I was mentioning how that this was a pretty tight fit. So I'm going to have to be very careful while I'm trying to remove it from our starfish here. I'm just sort of twist it out. There, it's coming. It's sort of coming. Maybe I should be holding on to. There we come. All right. Now, I have not tried this yet, so I don't know if it's going to slip on easily or if it's going to be difficult. Now, we want to get the orientation right, and I think I've got it right if we check the manual here. I could probably hold on to this more awkwardly if I thought about it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that's a bit of a loose fit, isn't it? It's I'm wondering if maybe I should use the Revell Contacta for this. It's pretty loose. On the other hand, maybe a glue that I have bought about a year ago or maybe more now, and I've never used is where is it? Well, maybe I did use it once. This ordinary Tamiya cement. It's very slow drying, at least when you think of it in relation to some of the other glues. I don't think we're going to have to do anything on this piece, so we can take our sweet time about it. Look at the size of that applicator, for goodness sakes. Tamiya, what were you thinking here? Yeah, it's pretty thick stuff. But you remember 60, 70 years ago, when those testers tubes of glue. Yeah, we used to use that glue, and we thought that was great. Well, we did a lot of funny things 60, 70 years ago. Whoops. It's slipping here on me. I'm not quite getting it just right. Okay. Now, I just want to make sure that when I look straight down on it, that everything is going to be straight, and then we'll just sort of put it off to the side. Get it pretty well straight up and down here, more or less. And that's not going to twist one way or the other. Okay, I'm just going to put it off to the side, and we'll let it in a safe place, and we'll try and get it to sit. Yeah, and then we'll be working on the stuff that goes on top of there. I hope that this is going to be, dried out enough so that when it comes time to put the rest of the parts on, it's not going to twist around. All right, let's move on here. And as I mentioned, moving right along, and very slowly this morning apparently. I'm guessing an hour or so has passed since I glued this on. And it does appear that it's not going to fall off, that's for sure. Okay, as I mentioned, I'm going to find a safe place to put this. We got to do a little bit of cleaning up here. Now, we are officially finished with step 30 now. I can't see any reason why we're going to have to look at this page anymore. So we're back to 31. And we've got to bend our ladder in place here. What are we supposed to do here? Okay, I guess if we're going to do everything in order, we got to bend the ladder and put that on, and then we've got to drop down our quad guns, or whatever you call those things, and I think those were 50 caliber. Gee, I wish I could find that graphic that showed these guns. Yeah, it was actually quite good. Anyway, yeah, and then our spotlights, we've got them made. So let's get our little gun here. I mean, our little ladder here. And I don't like touching stuff with a wax pencil, because what happens is the wax pencil does leave residue. I've checked it out a couple of times, and I actually was seeing it yesterday when I was using it, and it'll leave a little dollop, you might say, of wax on the photo etch, which means that the paint is not going to stick as well there as it could. Okay, let's recompose here. We'll get Andy's photo etch bender going, and get this thing folded up. Okay, we're going to do this a little different. I know that normally I usually put the macro lens on, and now I want the folding lines up, right? Yeah, there they are. And we'll just see if we can't maybe bend this a little bit faster than we normally do. I think I often over-engineer a lot of these processes. Okay. Now, we want these treads to be bent approximately 45 degrees. So try and do it so that you can see what I'm doing. I have to be careful that I'm not grabbing two treads at the same time, because that would be a bit of a disaster, wouldn't it? Okay, did I get them all? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, that's kind of believable, right? You know, you put it up against the edge of something. I can see a little tiny man coming along there and going up that ladder. Okay, now checking the manual. Our ladder is supposed to go right here. Now, I think what I'm going to do with the ladder is I'm going to paint it. I don't know, it just doesn't look right there, but maybe I'm going to have to bend the treads just a little bit more so it's more believable. I'm going to paint the ladder. See, this is the 66. So what was the other one? The darker one is the 77. So I think I'm going to paint the ladder the 77 so it'll contrast a little bit, and then we'll glue it on. But you know what, folks? We're going to have to do that in tomorrow's episode. So thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.